everybody, welcome to
Saki Doomy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the last installment of this circus of sex trafficking that we have here going on. Stay tuned, figure out who the kingpin is. We're going to be right back with you, and you'll be surprised. Stay with us. Goodbye. Hey everybody, it's Dedo. We are back with pretty much the last episode in this saga that is sex trafficking and huge influences in the world. And here we go. You're going to find out finally who the actual culprit, I feel, and I think, actually is. I'm here with Casey.
Hello, everyone.
And we're here to talk about it and figure out what the hell went on and why we got here and how we are here and why Diddy is in so much trouble.
Yeah, and why you have gone down a rabbit hole of all of this.
Before we go any further into this actual episode, let me ask you one question.
Okay.
Are you now sending me things that I have said before and well before, and now they're coming out?
I am.
Okay, that's it.
This one, oh, okay.
Just say you're right.
I'm not saying you're right.
I am.
No.
Okay.
There are things that have come up that you have said, yes, and I send those to you.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Because this will happen after I say this. This is how this works.
Okay.
I say things that people find outlandish, and there's no way it would ever happen.
Right.
And yet, you are now sending me things that have actually happened that I have said.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
And I've said it on this podcast before.
I know.
I'm not crazy. I'm not
Well,
batshit. No.
Not bad shit.
I
No.
just question everything and then I try and put everything together. That's
I
it.
agree.
All
I
right.
agree with that.
Anyway, without wasting any more time, we are at the point where we are now going to reveal what I feel is the culprit.
Right this minute?
No, in a
No.
minute. Started at the Dalton School. What is the Dalton School?
It is a school in New York City, K through 12.
Prestigious.
Prestigious. A lot of famous people have gone there. And
Who taught there?
Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. That's where he started teaching.
Correct. With
Well-
no educational experience.
He had none. He,
No.
he lied on his resume. And again, who doesn't? Who doesn't lie on their resume most of the time?
You would think a school like that would check those things, but okay. And I guess it was way back when. It was like, what, the 70s, 80s?
76.
Yeah, 70s.
74 maybe?
So I guess maybe there wasn't such a expectation that they were checking your credentials, but, you would think they did, but I guess they didn't.
Well, that school was started in England. And,
Okay.
the headmistress that started it or worked there brought it back to New York.
All right.
Somehow, a man by the name of Donald Barr
Oh,
became the headmaster at it.
okay.
Donald Barr.
What does he have to do with anything?
He was the headmaster at Dalton School, and he's also the father of Attorney General William Barr,
Interesting.
who is the at the head of all of it. That's
what
my
you're
thought.
saying?
Yep.
You're saying he's the head of all of it.
Yes, I am.
He has been involved in a lot of the drama.
He
with
puts the
all of
whole
these
triangle
people.
together. He's the one person that puts the whole triangle together.
Okay. I agree with some of it. He is affiliated with Epstein, Clinton's, Trump, all of them, right? I mean, who is
Bush.
he not? Bush.
He's in the politics.
Hmm.
He was the Attorney General
Obviously.
of the United States.
He actually did. I think he did recuse himself from one of the Epstein trials, but then he went after everybody because he was upset that Epstein had died in jail, right?
He has flipped and flopped on just about everything he had. He worked for Trump, then he hated Trump, and now he's working for Trump again.
Is he actually working for Trump?
Well, he's supporting the Republican card at this point, but we don't talk about politics, so that's not a big deal.
Okay.
Problem is, we're just trying to tie it all together.
Right.
All right. He also sat on the board of Time Warner.
All right. And Time Warner is...
It was AT&T.
Well,
Well,
Time
it
Warner
merged with
or-
AT&T.
Did they purchase AT&T or AT&T purchased Time Warner?
It doesn't matter because it's still Time Warner.
One or the other.
Anyway, they merged,
Mm-hmm.
and it was one of the longest mergers in history.
Right.
And it's ironic that William Barr was sitting on the board of Time Warner when this was happening,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The Attorney General, 2009 to 2018, I believe.
Right.
And in 2018, AT&T took over Time Warner,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or Time Warner took over AT&T, whichever way it went. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm not...
I don't think it even matters.
I don't think it matters.
The two companies combined into one. Who cares what the name is?
Right.
And in 2019, Jeffrey Epstein's dead.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Getting a little sketchy, no? Getting a little sketchy. Now, you did some research on this.
I did
What'd you
some
come up
research
with?
on this. I mean, it's hard to find a lot of the stuff on Barr, and you're also obviously looking to tie all of this to Diddy, who was affiliated. It was a big affiliation, apparently, with Time Warner.
Such a big affiliation that when he dressed up as the Joker for Halloween, they banned him from Time Warner.
Right.
And he's had a problem with the execs.
Right, but they won't tell us who the executives are that he was feuding with, but there's apparently some sort of feud happening.
That's correct.
So,
Well, there was a feud happening for a couple years.
Right.
And now all of a sudden, he's going down too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean...
Very, very interesting.
It is very interesting, I will say. And all of this research and trying to connect things, it has been interesting to see the names that pop up with all these different people that I would never have thought to put together.
But William Barr is how you tie it all back. He's got the tie to everything. I
really
thought
does.
for the entire time it was going to be Bill Clinton, but I couldn't figure out how to get him tied to Hollywood.
Well, I mean, I think Bill Clinton is also affiliated with a lot of people in Hollywood.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any ties to the actual business.
Okay, true.
Bill Barr
Does.
has a tie to every single thing that we've spoken of, from the Dalton School to politics to Hollywood.
It's true.
Which I didn't see coming. Honest to God. He's been there. He's done everything you need. He's also been impeached.
Bill Barr has?
Yes.
You can impeach the attorney general? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Maybe, but he was removed. He resigned from office.
Oh.
Maybe he resigned before he was impeached, but they were mad at him for, I forget what he did, but he crossed lines.
Okay.
So you can tell he crosses lines.
Right. Which
He's obviously not the
everybody
most
does,
stand-up guy. I don't know the man. I didn't really follow him at anything, but he resigned once. Then he worked for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is indicted in all this stuff also.
Trump is indicted and connected,
Well,
but the indictments are not attached to that. You should.
I should use my phrases more carefully. Not indicted, but he's
correct. He is
implemented.
implicated
in all of these things.
Correct.
He's been to the island.
Yeah.
He's had his own parties.
Uh-huh.
He's been at Diddy's parties. So
Apparently.
and now here we are.
They may actually
Barr,
be better making a list of who has not been at Diddy parties.
Well, there are a lot of people that have been and want to speak out and they can't.
Really?
Yeah. And Keebler and I went over a couple of people that died last episode, like Paul Walker.
Yeah.
And even Anne Heche has been blacklisted from Hollywood because of Ellen.
Is she not the one that died? Somebody died.
Well, maybe
she did die. Isn't she the one that died in that car wreck?
I think she did die.
She did die. She was that one that died in the car crash. They said she was high on something and was driving erratically, crashed into something. They pulled her out of the car. Remember, there was some fire, maybe even. There may have been a fire involved. I can't completely remember, but she didn't die on the scene. They had to pull the plug.
We should really look that up. Find out if there was a fire. Do that right now. Because Paul Walker died almost the same way. Just like Kim Porter and Britney Murphy.
Anne Heche died August 11th, 2022, 9 days after she was pulled from a burning car and hospitalized in critical condition following a crash in L.A. She suffered a severe anoxic brain injury as a result of an accident and fell into a coma.
Tell me I'm not onto something.
I'm not saying you're not. It is a little weird.
All this stuff look, I had no idea of any of this. This was an educated guess when I started. It just didn't seem right, and I started questioning everything, and all this stuff starts lining up.
What's funny is you hadn't mentioned her name recently. Like, that was not one that had come up. So when you just said that, I thought, oh, I feel like she also died the same way with that fiery crash situation.
I just realized that Ellen was upset about stuff, and that Anne Heche may have known things, and that's why she may have been killed. Now, these are all theories.
All theories.
It's not fact. But
yeah,
man, oh man, the sheer fact that all this lines up.
We are not making actual accusations about any of this because we know nothing. We don't know any of these people. We really are just researching and looking up things that may be deep in the internet that you have to kind of connect, but we really don't know. Who knows what's real and what's not? I don't know.
You would think that if they didn't want you to know it at all, it wouldn't be out there.
Except they feed you stuff that they do want you to know. And then there's certain things that you have to
But
find.
they keep it away from everything else. You really have to go looking.
Right.
To find this stuff.
True.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
because the internet is full on the Wild West.
It really is.
It is. It's unregulated. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can say, fuck, shit, bitch. And nobody's going to care. And yet they put all this stuff out there. And this is the problem with journalism nowadays. You can't figure out what is right and what is wrong. And there probably are solid journalists out there that still want to tell the truth because this stuff's happening.
Yeah.
And yet they can't because it's just muddled and all this other stuff because we get on here now. Here we are on a podcast.
Right.
Right. And we're just spouting out our opinions.
That's going to come up somewhere in some sort of article. It's going to come up that, oh, these people said.
And people are going to be like, oh, I heard this. Yeah. I heard that.
We have no idea what we're talking about.
No.
There's random people that started looking stuff up.
We have an idea of what we're talking about. We don't know if it's true or false.
Exactly.
And we have no way to prove it.
Yeah.
But we're just pointing out the fact that you should question everything no matter what, because it's weird, the questions we're asking, where this stuff just starts to line up.
Right.
Where everybody gets real soft. It's like the guys that blew up Boston in the marathon. They tracked 2 guys through the woods, found them in a boat. Yeah,
they were having like somebody's boat in the yard.
And everybody's
right?
comfortable now because they got them. They got them. But it probably wasn't even them.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going there, but
I'm
see what you're saying. I actually, that situation was shocked. I watched a whole like documentary on that and how quickly they were able to identify what had happened and who left the bombs and all that. That was amazing how quickly they were able to pull up cameras and say it was these people, this is what happened.
Here's another little nugget for you. Cameras are going to become obsolete.
Why?
AI.
So why would cameras become obsolete?
Because I can make up any footage I want.
Oh, I see what you mean, but
I could put you in a situation where you never even were near.
Yeah, I guess that just makes you question if things are right or wrong. But
it questions video anymore. It makes it less than important.
Okay.
Like I can put you in New Mexico right now, petting a donkey if I wanted to, through AI.
Definitely not in New Mexico with any donkey.
No, you're sitting here with me on a couch
exactly.
podcasting. But with AI, you get what I mean. You could do that.
Right.
So video is probably going to become useless. And it's going to go back to eyewitness if you need anything said.
All right, I guess.
And cameras.
We'll see.
Cameras, phones, and all these ATMs and street cameras and rings and all that stuff
are
going to be useless because you're not going to be able to tell where it came from or if it's real.
All right, I guess we'll see. I hear what you're saying. It's
a dangerous thing to do. It's a dangerous thing to do. And don't get me wrong, AI helps me out a lot. I love it. I'm a fan of it.
Chat GPT.
I'm a fan of it. But it still goes back to that old question was, why the hell is the camera the most important feature on the phone? It's a phone.
Right.
International calls should be free.
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that everybody wants everything to be in their hands at all times. So nobody wants to carry a phone and a camera and all those things. So the fact that this became better than most cameras.
I think all they ever did was sell you another set of eyeballs.
Probably.
And now you can manipulate those eyeballs.
Yeah.
To whatever you want them to be. That's the crazy part about it.
True.
It's nuts. It is nuts. But all that being said, Diddy is in major trouble.
Diddy seems that he's had like a lifetime of troubles, though.
He has.
Like everything he's done from the 90s has been trouble.
I can't believe he's not dead yet.
No. But he's, I think, been powerful enough to kind of make that not happen, I guess.
Why?
I'm sure you've heard
I'm sorry, Jeffrey Epstein wasn't powerful enough not to have that happen. We're going to take a quick break right here. We'll be back right after this.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
True. I mean, it might be different kinds of people. I think Epstein and Diddy may have rolled in a little bit different of a scene of people, but I don't know. They lots of rumors about him being involved in the Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. deaths. I didn't realize those happened 6 months apart.
Yeah.
both drive-bys. Just kind of, they went away as mysteries. Nobody knows what happened.
It was Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, you're saying it's Epstein?
No, I'm blaming it on him because he was already dead.
Not when they died. They died in 96.
I know.
Oh.
I'm saying Jeffrey Epstein did it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Right. Yeah.
You have a sense of humor like a rock.
I wasn't really sure where you were going with that, I think.
I was joking.
Sorry.
I'm sure Jeffrey Epstein had nothing to do with that.
But I don't know. It seems that, looking up Diddy, he's had years and years and years of being either at the wrong place at the wrong time or something, or he's really involved in lots of issues.
Eminem has said it for years that he's a bad person.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people that have said this about Diddy.
Agree.
And it's crazy the fact that they've been silenced. I mean, Eminem really has been silenced. He just does it cryptically.
He just put a whole song together, right? Isn't that a newer song?
But is it really about Diddy?
Yeah.
We believe it to be.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows about Diddy.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows about Diddy also. But he never names them, and he just says all the stuff that
right.
Diddy
Everybody
did.
already knows.
Everybody already knows. And it's hilarious. But he has stood up against it. And there's two other people, two other main players that have stood up and said, this guy sucks.
Okay.
Oh, that other, Ty Sticklorius?
Oh, that's the John Legend's
agent or
manager or something that she's not even sure how she said she was at some yacht or something with Diddy and isn't even sure how she got away from all of it.
Yeah, because she was with her brother.
Yeah.
On the boat. And she was like, if you don't let me go, my brother's going to come looking for me and you're going to be in trouble either way. Just let me go and we're done.
Right.
I'll leave. And he did. He let her go. But she was in a room with one of his buddies.
Ugh.
It wasn't even Diddy. But that's what those parties were all about. Diddy definitely did this. He definitely did what he's being accused of. And to find all that baby oil, and I know it's a joke and everybody's laughing, but baby oil causes pneumonia.
I had no idea about that, but
what you do is you put the date rape drug, GHR, GHC, whatever it is, GHB, GHB, GRB.
I have no idea.
Whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
You put a little bit in there and put baby oil in there, and you end up with pneumonia.
Really?
Yeah. So you get raped, and then you die.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's awful.
And why does he have thousands of things of baby oil? Who needs that much baby oil?
I mean, even if that is what you're doing, that seems like an excessive amount.
What do you use baby oil for?
I don't think I've ever had baby oil in my house ever.
My parents,
even with babies, I don't.
My parents had it for like myself when I was a kid, but I think my mother might have been trying to kill me.
Scratch that. When I was younger, it used to be the thing to use for tanning oil. But other than that, I don't. Other than that, no. I personally, in my adult life, have never had baby oil in my house.
I have met women that use it to shave their legs and stuff. Okay. They use baby oil.
Okay.
Apparently, you get a smoother shave.
Okay.
And your skin gets more smooth or whatever.
Right.
Like you're using oil in the water? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, that's a little. I don't know. I've never done it, but.
But Diddy's in a world of hurt.
Yeah.
With all that baby oil, and if it comes back tainted, I tried looking it up today. It didn't say either way whether it was or wasn't. They haven't released anything on it yet.
Well, so you're thinking that he was actually tainting it before, like, and just storing it like that? Oof.
I don't know if you do it and store it. I don't know how this works.
I have no idea.
And I only learned this like 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know
How many parties did he have at a time, and like how much? Wonder how much baby oil he went through each party.
I just showed you the video where he was banned from Warner Brothers,
right?
Because he was the Joker, and he said to the guy, which I don't remember what actor it was, but he was on some show. Come back to the party and change your vibes,
change your vibration, right?
Change your vibration or whatever.
Yeah, after party.
An after party.
Yep.
Yeah. And the guy's laughing. He's like, yeah, all right, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Once he figured out who it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's just weird, bro. That's just weird. Yeah. What are you doing? You have literal mental problems. And then on top of that, now there's dudes coming out as well.
Oh, yeah.
So what we don't know. And in this day and age in society, it's becoming more and more, I don't know, not pertinent, but more and more prevalent that guys have also had problems like women.
Right. It's just never been
an issue.
Okay for people to come out and say that. Maybe is what I think it's been for a long time.
I don't know.
Maybe less believable from a man, even though that doesn't mean that it isn't. Just, I think over the years, people didn't want to believe that.
Right, but it's strange that the fact that it's becoming more and more. I hate to use the term acceptable because it should have been acceptable years and years and years ago.
Right.
But it's easier to come out now.
Right.
So if you're gay, it's accepted. It's not
Agreed.
like it was,
Uh-huh.
right? And I'm not trying to be insensitive to anybody.
Right.
Like,
but in general.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now you'll see the ratio. So it's becoming easier and easier to proclaim your sexual identity. And now guys will start coming out with like, I was raped. I was raped. I was raped. Because guys can be raped too.
Yes, absolutely.
I've been raped. But it's like, oh yeah, you were raped. You can't rape the willing. Yeah, I know. It's funny. I still didn't want it. And then the girls that would do it, the girl that did it turned around and tried to blame me for it.
Right.
I was like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Some shit. And what am I supposed to say? I didn't do it? Who the hell's going to believe me? You know what I mean? Who's going to believe me?
Not a lot.
No one. Fucking no one. So it's crazy the way it's worked. But you see more and more. Now, Diddy's here, and there are a bunch of guys that are coming out saying that he did it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it before. It was Usher and Bieber. He did it to them. Definitely. Right. I did 100%. There's no way you could convince me that he didn't.
Okay.
Unless Usher and Bieber both wrote me a handwritten letter, stamped, and said he did not do this, there's no way you're going to get me to believe it.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that.
They're not.
Especially to you.
They don't even know me.
It'd be kind of weird.
No. It would be really weird.
Maybe they will hear this and you are going to get a handwritten stamped letter from them, but
if I get a letter from either one of those two, we'll know we've made it.
Yes.
We will know we've made it.
Absolutely.
As a podcast.
Like, oh, look.
And a bunch of doofs that just spout out about
we
whatever
were
the hell they
wrong,
want.
but good news. We got letters from Usher and Bieber.
Don't you worry. We got to hear. We are coming to the end of this episode, but I'm excited for this kind of be over.
Yes.
And
time to move on.
Yeah, time to move on. And I'm excited about that. And I'm hoping things go the way I would like them to.
Okay.
And I can't wait to spout.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see. Lots to talk about.
All goes well, you get the full-on Ditto.
Oh, boy. Prepare yourselves. I don't know that anybody is prepared for that.
Here we go. But anyway, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Glad you joined in. Hope you enjoyed the last couple of episodes as we pulled this all together. It was Bill Barr. He's the kingpin. Followed by Bill Clinton. Followed by Diddy. Followed by Jeffrey Epstein. And Hillary's in there somewhere.
Well, she's part of the Clinton situation.
Yeah. So it's a hierarchy of things. It's a secret society. And it is actually happening. So keep your eyes open and watch out.
Right.
Because you'll see it more and more as it happens. Actually, Trump's in there too, by the way, as we're dawning upon
True.
Election Day, which is tomorrow.
Right.
We are recording this
for a little bit. Right.
We're recording this the day before Election Day.
Correct.
So the hour is upon us. That being said, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for listening. As always, be good. Hey, everybody. It's Ditto. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Larry over at Legendary Graphics. He designed our logo for us. Came out fantastic. He does wraps. He does all kinds of customized stuff for you. If you get a chance, go to legendary.com. That's legendary.com. Check it out for anything you need. All right, guys. Thanks. Be good.
Socky Doomy.
Hey, everybody. It's Ditto. Thanks for checking out the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to us. We can hook up, interact. You can tell us what you like about the show. Talk about what you don't like about the show. Give us information and insight. We'd appreciate it. We only want to make the show better for you guys. Also, if you get a chance, head over to summitassembly.net. That's our sponsor, and you could really use some business. All right? As always, everybody, be good.
Socky Doomy.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the last installment of this circus of sex trafficking that we have here going on. Stay tuned. Figure out who the kingpin is. We're going to be right back with you, and you'll be surprised. Stay with us. Goodbye.